Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. My name is Malik, reporter at Capacity Media. Off the back of our ITW event, I'm joined by Raj Brahmbhatt, founder and CEO at Zeebu. Raj, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, Saf, and thanks to the listeners for hearing out what Zeebu is all about. So,
It's great to have you. So firstly, please introduce yourself and Zeebu.
I am the founder and CEO of Zeebu, and to talk a bit more about me, I've spent a good bit of time in the finance industry, right? The traditional side with M&A, investment banking, and I've also seen a good bit of payments and settlements as on the fintech side, right? So at Zeebu, we identified a key issue in the telecom industry, which was settlements, right? Where it's taking like 96 hours in emerged markets to settle invoices and even 16 days to a month in unemerged markets, right? Because a lot of these countries might not have access to the USD and the euro, which is the staple of the telecom industry for all trade, especially on the wholesale side. Or they might have to get permission from the central government or the central banks in order to do those transactions. So simply put, at Zeebu, we're making that 96-hour or 1 month period into 30 seconds to 10 minutes at a maximum for all transactions.
And what inspired you to come up with the idea, and how long have you been working on this project?
So I've spent a good bit of time at a telecom company as well, right? Where I was mostly finance focused, but I had exposure, right? And at that point, I kind of realized that this was a key issue. And I also identified that they were already doing crypto transactions with other wholesale carrier companies in the industry today. And as I did my research further, I realized that a lot of these companies are actually willing to move over to the blockchain side for settlements, right? Where they were using stable coins. They don't want to face the volatility. They're not doing it for speculation. They're doing it purely for the utility itself. So when I realized that aspect of the market, I went ahead and started working on Zeebu about close to 2 years now, 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And with regards to blockchain technology, what kind of long-term effects do you think this is going to bring to telecom players?
I believe this is going to streamline their operations significantly, right? Because for starters, we're increasing their on-hand liquidity at all times significantly because they don't have to wait for that 96 period hour in emerged markets or like even a month in unemerged markets. They get access to their funds right away, almost. So they will be able to rotate more transactions and increase their volume annually as a whole.
And what are the key factors for kind of telecom industry players to adopt innovative solutions like blockchain technology?
So overall, the telecom industry works on a very legacy basis, right? Where they have their own billing solutions. They go through the data, they have disputes, reconciliation, and then finally they agree on an invoice and then they settle that invoice, right? Now, at Zeebu, we are actually streamlining this whole end-to-end process. As of now, we're only starting from the invoice point where we're only doing settlements, but eventually we're going to integrate billings and enable tools on the platform for disputes and reconciliations as well. Long down the roadmap, that is. But I think for them to become adaptive towards fintech and blockchain technology, they need providers that can provide an end-to-end system, and that is what we're trying to do at Zeebu.
So let's talk about your kind of long-term growth strategy. What does that look like in the next 5 years?
So as of now, as we're focused on the settlements aspect of our platform, we are trying to onboard as many tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 telcos that are both working as operators and in the wholesale B2B sector onto the platform for settlements, right? We are projecting about 1.5 billion in settlements over the next 12 months. And over the next 5-year term, we're looking at around $9 billion in transactions processed on our platform itself.
Well, Raj, we're excited to see where you guys go moving forward. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Zeph.